trillions of dollars. They're talking about saving 16 cents on a meal that you have once in a year. And I don't believe the number anyway. But they, meantime, want to spend another $4 trillion as if that's insignificant. Bobby.
Right. Yeah, they just have no clue, no grasp of reality. I called it on my show. It's their let them eat cake moment. You know, it's just like, hey, you're saving 16 cents this weekend. I mean, Vic can't even get out of his driveway for the gas that he spent on that 16 cents to go get the hot dog. I mean, it's just outrageous, but they expect you to be thankful. That's how they phrased that tweet, to actually be thankful to the Biden administration for the 16 cents you saved. Meanwhile, gas prices are going up, inflation's going up. All of that acts as a tax on the American people. He said we're only going to tax the wealthy. All of this on working Americans, the so-called working Americans, like CEOs don't actually work, but that's a side issue. All of that is a tax on people. It's a tax on people, and it's going up and up and up. But Biden says, hey, you know what? Relish the fact that you have this cheaper hot dog. It's just nuts.
Yeah, and now former President Trump holding his 4th of July weekend rally. We saw him in Sarasota over the weekend, not holding back when it comes to the ongoing investigations against him and his company. Yeah, Bobby, your thoughts?
Well, I'd like to, you know, on a follow-up to that, I would just like to know the extent that this could keep going, because, yeah, it's politically motivated. But you're looking at selective prosecution, selective investigation. Is there a point where we can just sue these folks for frivolous lawsuits? Because it happens on and on and on. Even before former President Trump was in office, he was being spied on. He was being investigated. Taxpayer money being used. Now we have this lawsuit. It's like anything they can do to distract or to put an idea in the public's head that President Trump is a bad guy hurts him. That's the motivation from the media, the Democrats, the left, these legal teams. And it's got to come to a stop. We've got to be able to fight back and do something about it. Otherwise, they're going to continue and weaponize the next issue while Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, they get a free pass because the Democrats decide, big tech and the media decide who gets a voice and who doesn't.
Yeah, this is kind of a new topic. Critical race theory, Melanie, wasn't all that big during the, it was to some extent, but approaching the election, but it's become a big issue in recent months.
Because of the pandemic and because a lot of parents have had access to what their kids are learning in the classroom, I think that's why it's become that big a deal. Yeah. Parents have actually been able to overhear what teachers are saying to their kids. And I think that's why it's become such a big deal that, you know, parents have been able to peer inside of the classrooms and hear the information. It's amazing some of the things that teachers actually feel like they're privy to say to other people's kids. And it's amazing the things that, quite frankly, as educators, we're taught that we should be getting involved in kids' lives. That quite frankly, in my opinion, is the job of parents.
Melanie, my wife's a teacher. She's not allowed to use the term boys and girls.
I'm a teacher as well. And you're not allowed to use, you have to be very careful about the pronouns that you use. And it's all very complex and complicated. And it's really getting scary out there.
Yeah, and I know, Bobby, as a former athlete, I had all kinds of guys around me. I didn't think about what color they were. I thought about how good they were and how we could work together to win. And this is so destructive, breaking people down especially by something so simple as how much melanin they have.
Right, yeah, and it is so, it's so against everything that it means to be an American. And I am a firm believer, you know, growing up, being born the year MLK was assassinated, his legacy is what permeated in elementary school and middle school of a colorblind society, of working together, of merit over color. And it was working. Just the Gallup poll in 2005 had 37% of people think that there was something wrong with race relations. Now it's 73%. Because I believe
that's so sad.
Yes, It is terrible because the left saw
Yeah.
that, you know what? Oh my gosh, MLK's legacy is actually working. We can't have that. To Vic's point, we have to divide. And we tried on wealth. We tried on that power structure.
Yeah.
We're going to go with race now. We're going to identify everything based on race. We're going to separate you so you're not Americans anymore. You're
So
this
divisive.
or that
so
or the
divisive.
other. Yep.
Not healthy for our country in any way, shape, or form, and we've got to fix that.
Okay, friends, thanks so much for watching. And before you go, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll be notified. And here's a special video just for you so you can watch even more of the 13-minute news hour. And don't forget to check out GOPUSA.com for the best in conservative news and commentary. We'll see you next time.